Each year, OSHA issues a list of its top 10 most violated safety regulations. We're going to be counting down that list for you today, so let's get started.
Number 10. Personal protective and life-saving equipment. This 1926 construction standard had 1,536 violations, and this is its first time on the top 10. The employer shall ensure that each affected employee uses appropriate eye and face protection when exposed to hazards from flying particles.
Number 9. Machine guarding. This 1910 General Industry Standard had 1,972 violations and is an annual visitor to the top 10 list. Machine guarding shall be provided to protect the operator and other employees in the machine area from hazards such as those created by the point of operation. Guards shall be affixed to the machine where possible and secured elsewhere if for any reason attachment to the machine is not possible. The guard shall be such that it does not offer an accident hazard itself.
Number 8. Fall protection training requirements. This 1926 construction standard had 1,982 violations and has moved up from the 10th spot from last year. The employer shall provide a training program for each employee who might be exposed to a fall hazard. The employer shall ensure that each employee has been trained by a competent, qualified person to provide the fall protection training.
Number 7. Powered industrial trucks. This 1910 General Industry Standard had 2,294 violations. This standard states all operators should be trained every 3 years and that all operator training and evaluation shall be conducted by a person who has knowledge, training, and experience to train powered industrial truck operators and evaluate their competence. This should be conducted where such operation does not endanger the trainee or other employees.
Number 6. Ladders. This 1926 construction standard had 2,812 violations. When portable ladders are being used to access upper landing surfaces, the ladder rails shall extend 3 feet or 0.9 meters above the upper landing surface which the ladder is being used to gain access.
Number 5. Lockout tagout. This 1910 General Industry Standard had 2,944 violations. This standard states a machine-specific procedure shall be developed, documented, and utilized for the control of potentially hazardous energy when employees are engaged in activities covered by this standard.
Number 4. Respiratory protection. This 1910 General Industry Standard had 3,118 violations. The employer shall provide medical evaluation when respiratory protection is required to determine the employee's ability to use a respirator before the employee is fit tested or required to use a respirator in the workplace. In any workplace where respirators are necessary to protect the health of an employee or whenever respirators are required by an employer, the employer shall establish and implement a written respiratory protection program with a work site specific procedure.
Number 3. Scaffolding. This 1926 construction standard had 3,336 violations. This standard states each employee on a scaffold more than 10 feet above a lower level shall be protected from falling to that lower level. Each platform on all working levels of scaffolds shall be fully planked or decked between the front uprights and the guardrail supports as follows. Cross braces shall not be used as a means of access when scaffold platforms are more than 2 feet above or below the point of access in question.
Number 2. Hazard communication. This 1910 General Industry Standard had 4,552 violations. Employers shall develop, implement, and maintain at each workplace a written hazard communication program which at least describes the criteria for labels and other forms of warning, safety data sheets, and employee information on trainings that will be met.
And number 1, fall protection. Failure to provide fall protection restraints. This 1926 standard had 7,270 violations. Each employee engaged in residential construction activities 6 feet or more above lower levels shall be protected by guardrail systems, safety net systems, or personal fall arrest systems, unless another alternative fall protection measure is provided.
That's all for this year's Top 10. Make sure to check out more safety and health resources in our client portal, please. Just go to our website at lancastersafety.com and hit the login button in the navigation menu at the top of the screen. Thank you for listening today, and stay safe out there.